feet 10 inches, number 34, Wendell Carter. At the shooting guard position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 3, Desmond Bain. The other guard, standing 6'5", number 4, Jalen Suggs. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 22, Franz Wagner. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 5, your head coach is Jamal Mosley. Ladies and gentlemen, your Orlando starters.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Queta in at center, locking down the middle. And for Orlando, Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach has drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. To the middle. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Celtics ball.
White against Bain. Now here's White. Started close.
Now that's big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Foul. Josh Martin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Wagner up top. Outside Bain. Carter, a screen on White. The 3 from Bain. Mina pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And there's a pick. There's the block.
Oh, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there. Reacted quickly and got the block.
It's tipped. White with the steal. Brown against Suggs. Here's Pritchard. Deflected. Suggs surveys the D. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Guys?
And Allie, thanks.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
Here's Mina. Clock at 6. Here's Brown. Again, the miss by Boston.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Brown against Wagner. Pass to Bain. On the wing, Suggs. From about 19, Keita pulls it in. Brown against Wagner. Pritchard with a screen on Wagner. From the top of the key. Again, Brown missing. Payne surveying the D. Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. White against Payne. To the inside. Here's Suggs. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Nice cut after setting the screen. Suggs being rewarded for being willing to give himself up right there.
Outside Pritchard. Now White. And here's Brown for three. Drops in the three. Brown's got 5 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Payne. Banchero outside. Pass to Carter. Now Payne. He's guarded by White. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. And the basket by Payne.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Here's Brown, defended by Wagner. From 9 feet out. Brown can't hit.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Oh, there's the alley. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
Outside White. Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown for three. Another miss by Brown. Orlando leading. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Pritchard with a steal. On the break. Pass to Minot. Here's Keita. The kick out to White. The three ball. Knocks it loose. The Magic have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Black's checked in for Suggs.
Anthony Black.
Boston on D. They trail by 1. Carter can't get it to go. White looking it over. Pass to Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Minot. Orlando grabs the miss. Black outside. Now here's Banchero. Orlando again missing. Outside White. Back to Brown. To end the drought. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Magic shooting about 40% in the early stages of this game. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
All right, let's get to the middle court. Come on, and get loud for your breaker crew.
Orlando making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And Boston has possession. It's a three-point game. Left side, White. Goes back up. The rebound by Carter. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Pass to Banchero. Back to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Celtics trail by 5. Outside Pritchard. Back to White. Pass to Keita. Uses the glass on the layup.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
The Magic have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Carter, the pass to Banchero. And there's the screen. And here's Black. Banchero left side. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hauser comes in for Minot, and Simon is subbed in for Pritchard. Simon's right side. Inside. Here's Keita. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Banchero outside. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Banchero just attacking the rim. Going up over the defense that time.
Outside, Brown. Back to Simons. And Carter with the block. Jones against White. Pass to Black. Here's Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Jones from outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Carter Jr. does a nice job there giving it up to his teammate. A solid passer at his position.
Wagner against Brown. And here's White. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Batase's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Silva's checked in for Wagner. And it's Bain in for Jones. Now here's Black. He's scoreless. Batase can't hit. Black defending. A minute 20 left now in the first quarter. To the paint. Simons deciding where to go with it. There's the 3. That one is off. Great D that time from Bain. Orlando leading by 4. Black left side. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Simons against Bain. Tillman. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Simons has a shoot-first mindset, but he also takes great pride in making plays for others.
Up top, Bain. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Black. Picked by Isaac. Takes the three. Boston pulls it in. And here's Hauser. Boucher passes to Hauser. Now here's Simons. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Orlando ahead. Up 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Their chemistry, that's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Chris Boucher, also Xavier Tillman out there, and Freddie Simons out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Shireman in a 2-guard. And it's Simons missing. Orlando leading by 4. Outside Bain. Over to the wing. Here's Black. Buries it down low.
And what I like about Bain, he sees the floor well, and he's so unselfish.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Boston Celtics. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Now here's Bain. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Pass to De Silva for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Simons. No points so far. Here's Gonzalez. Back to Simons. 6 to shoot. Pass to Tillman. He puts up a 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Puts up the 8-footer. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Anthony Simons. And in today's NBA, it seems like everyone has a 3-point shot, Clark. That didn't used to be the case.
You're exactly right, B.A. In the good old days, way back in the day, threes were mostly for specialists. It just shows you how much the game and the players have evolved.
He misses the free throw. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. Now here's Simons. Jacks up a 3. Not going to go that time. Magic leading by 10. Inside. Here's De Silva, covered by Boucher. Suggs, right side. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
And here's Simons outside. Boston, no good that time either.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Bain, the pass to Black. Latazia screen on Simons. Here's Black. And Batase gets it to go. Batase's got his first points of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And now, your Orlando Dancers. Coming on the floor for Boston, Josh Mike.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Simons with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. With the teardrop. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Black. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back to you, B.A.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Bain. Suggs outside. Batase, a screen on Pritchard to the inside. Simons finds Brown and grabbed the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Brown.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the number is remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Cada's checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Minot. No made baskets yet. Pritchard with a screen on Bain. There's Simons with a 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Batase's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Ooh, good finish at the rack off a slick feed. Batase's gotten 4 this quarter.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. And Brown knocking down the triple.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep. Wagner's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Minot. Back to Brown. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Batase. Here's Orlando. They're on a 17-4 run. Bain, the pass to Wagner. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth-quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late, and that's how you become a clutch performer.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Isaac, he's checked in for Batase, and Banchero subbed in for De Silva.
Wagner's a forward that just has a lot of ability. I mean, he does everything. He can score, rebound, and move well without the rock, too. His versatility, impressive.
They set the screen, and here's Brown for 3. Offensive rebound. Bain against Simons. Pass to Minot. Now here's Pritchard. The 3. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Banchero, defended by Pritchard. And Banchero gets it to go.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Black checked in for Orlando. The Celtics also with a sub. White, he's checked in for Simons. Outside White. Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Black outside. Pass to Wagner. Back to Black. Isaac with a screen on White. Black passes to Isaac. Intercepted! Now here's White. Black defending. A shot to stop the run. And White lays it in. White's got 6.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the take. Play through the contact and score.
Pass to Wagner. Isaac with a screen on Brown. Down low. And it's Isaac with the basket on the assist by Wagner. Isaac's got his first points in this one.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Back to White. To the inside. To the paint. Suggs with the bucket. Give him 8.
A physical guard, Suggs, loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Outside White. Can't get it to drop. Good work defensively by Black. Wagner outside. Now Banchero. Give him 8. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Here's White. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Suggs outside. Pass to Banchero. Here's Black. Banchero with a screen on White. 4 on the clock. Here's Black. No good on the triple. And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. White, good. White's got 10 points.
Nice selection that time by White. Going to the floater. Every guard needs to have that in his back pocket.
Banchero surveys. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. The Celtics shooting a low 28% so far in this one.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Jaylen Brown taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Desmond Bane comes in for Black. And both free throws good for Brown. Orlando leading by 20. Suggs finds Banchero. Lets it fly. And another miss by Orlando. Celtics trail by 20. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And here are the Magic now, following the bucket by Boston. And here's Banchero. 10 points for him. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Here's Minot. Back to Brown. Fires for three. And it's Bane with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Banchero. Rebound Boston. Brown looking around to the middle. Minot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
Fourth team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Josh Minot. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Inside, here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Now, that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11 from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Brown's got 14 points for the game.
And check out the handles from Brown. Just carving up the defense like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Puts up a deep three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Orlando with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Fans, let's wrap it up and get ready for your pocket ball. Hungry Entertainment.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Wow, it's been quite a game for Jaylen Brown.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Celtics trail by 16. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at the 3. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. And for the Magic, they're shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. From downtown, on target from range. 9 points in the game.
The coaching staff encouraging Wagner to take these quick hitting shots. They think it helps his confidence moving forward.
Here's White. It's blocked. And they're pushing it up. Moving it up. Here's Carter. Misses the layup.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Pass to Keita. Here's Mina. Let's go with a three. Again, the miss by Boston. Suggs against Pritchard. Suggs, no good. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 19. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's Boston now. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 6. From down in the low post, it goes. Brown's got 16 points.
Brown is so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handling. You gotta love how clever he is with the ball.
And Carroll passes to Carter. Count it. And the Magic lead by 19.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Brown. 16 points for him. With a step back. That's short off the rim. Magic leading by 19. All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs. Boston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
That one's off. Good on the second one. Orlando leading by 18. Wagner, the pass to Bain. Carter, a screen on White. On the wing, Bain. He's guarded by White. Here's Wagner. Shot from the low post is good. Wagner's got 11 points.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. Drains the triple. Brown's got 19 points.
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
And Carroll outside. Picked it out of midair. Brown against Wagner. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Bain. Following the bucket by Boston. Lets the 3 fly. Keita pulls it in. Cater's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Pritchard. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Guys, back to you.
A lot in his bag. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Cater. 6 points for him. Pass to Minot. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer, Pritchard. Doesn't go that time. Magic leading by 15. Now here's Bain. Picked by Carter. Here's the 3. Bain, no good. And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Brown passes to White. And stolen by Suggs. And here's Wagner to stop the drought. And the dunk by Wagner.
Really like how Wagner is really going after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Pass to Minot. And stolen by Banchero. Tries to break his ice. And he lays it in. Banchero's got 12.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Back to Pritchard from behind the arc. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 5 rebounds in the game. Bain finds Banchero. Suggs outside. From outside the arc. Minot pulls it in. Celtics trail by 19. Pritchard with it. Outside White. 5 on the clock. Back to Pritchard. Great D that time from Wagner. Orlando leading by 19. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got 4 assists in the game.
Cash money from the corner. That'll be sure to help Wagner's confidence going forward.
Now here's White. He's got 10. Left side, Brown. Over Wagner. Brown can't hit. For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Banchero outside. Carter, a screen on Brown. Pass to Bain. This one for 3. Boston pulls it in. Cater's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And he makes it. Cater's gotten 4 this quarter.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Suggs outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Picked by Carter. And Carroll passes to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well in screen and rolls.
Pass to Cater. It's Brown on the wing. The 3-pointer off the mark. Orlando leading by 22. Here's Bain. Boston pulls it in. Cater's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Boston has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. White with a screen on Wagner. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Slack checked in for Suggs. Tillman's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jaylen Brown. Orlando leading by 22. Pass to Bain. Ben Carroll left side. Shot blocked. Hauser outside. Now here's Pritchard. Outside White. Over Bain. Boston again missing. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Bain. Back to Wagner. Ben Carroll outside. Picked by Carter. And Ben Carroll gets it to go. Ben Carroll's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Ben Carroll imposing his will inside.
Pritchard, the pass to White.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter. It's rebounded by Ben Carroll. Ben Carroll's got 10 rebounds here tonight. Paolo Ben Carroll played. You can forget he's 6'10".
And he's a locomotive. I mean, he's probably 255 pounds, and all of it is cable wire. I mean, that's why he went first overall. That combination of skill, ball handling, dexterity, agility, and force. He's 25 points a game and also 5 assists. At his size, you don't see that kind of production.
Defensive foul.
Well, I like the concentration and focus of White. As he knows he's going to get contact, and he's able to score through it.
At the line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Yeah, and one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Here's Black. 5 points in the game. Isaac left side. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Isaac's got his second basket of the game.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
White, the pass to Hauser. Outside White. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Simons. Over Bain. And it's Simons missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Outside Bain. Isaac with a screen on Brown. Down low. And it's Isaac with the basket on the assist by Bain. Isaac's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Simons outside. Pass to Hauser. Beyond the arc. The shot won't fall. It's been all about Franz Wagner for Orlando. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Boston, Chris Boucher out there with Xavier Tillman. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Sam Hauser. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Boston's shooting a low 30% from the floor. Pass to Brown. To the inside, Tillman uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball. And his eyes moving at all times.
Now Black. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Simons against Suggs. Back to Black. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in. Hauser outside. To the paint. Here's Tillman. It's hauled in by Black. And the Magic shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently.
Love when Wagner looks to set his guys up. This kid's a versatile swingman.
And so Simons will bring it up for Boston. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Brown inside. Black defending. Brown no good. The Magic have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Pass to Simons. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. And the basket by Tillman.
Creating a high percentage look with a good decision on that pass.
Now here's Wagner. Not a lot of room. Batase with a screen. The offensive rebound. 4-3. Black, no good. The Celtics have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Simons against Suggs. Pass to Brown. Tillman with a screen. Back to Simons. Over Suggs. And it's Simons missing. Orlando's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Boston's shooting a low 30% from the floor. On the wing, Simons. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Yeah, the jumper from Simons is smooth like butter.
And here's Suggs. Wagner looking it over. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Tillman's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And finished off by Boucher.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Changes. Carter, he's checked in for Batase. And Carroll comes in for De Silva. And it's Desmond Bane in for Franz Wagner. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cadis checked in for Tillman. Minot comes in for Boucher. White, he's checked in for Hauser. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Simons. Black outside. Banchero outside. Knocks down the triple.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
White with a screen on Bain. Here's Brown. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown, taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Brown. No good on the second free throw. Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Now here's Brown. Goes up on the baseline. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Suggs outside. Fires the 3. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to White. Outside Pritchard. Back to White. Launches a 3. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Black passes to Banchero. Soft touch off the glass. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Outside, Brown. Boston again missing. Orlando has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Banchero no good. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th. Pass to Minot. Outside White. Here's Keita. He's checked by Carter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
Orlando leading by 23. Takes a step back. The kick out to Banchero. Now Black. Pass to Bain. The 3 is up. Boston with a rebound. Minot's got 6 rebounds in the game. White with it. Now guarded by Suggs. White finds Brown. Going inside. And the jam by Brown.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
The Magic shooting 52% from the floor so far. Banchero right side. The 3 from Bain. Keita pulls it in. Keita's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Brown. Banked it in off the glass. Brown's got 10 points in just the second half.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Pass to Banchero. The 3 is up. Hauled in by Brown. Celtics trail by 19. Now White. They set the pick. 3-pointer. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Outside Carter. Inside. Brown with the steal. Pass to White. Pritchard surviving the D. Off target with the 3. Magic leading by 16. Suggs finds Banchero. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th. Outside White. Clock is at 3. Suggs rips down the board. Magic leading by 16. Carter outside. Suggs outside. Payne outside. Now Suggs. Now Banchero. He launches. Rebounded by Pritchard.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now here's White. Black defending. Brown fires. He's off from 3. The Magic shooting at a respectable 49%. Suggs. Shots good by Black. And the Magic lead by 19.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now here's Brown. Pass to White. They set a pick. Kick out to Brown. And stolen by Bane.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Magic.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Paolo Banchero.
He was superb as a facilitator, really orchestrated things offensively, created a lot of opportunities for ready shooters.
Here's Minot. Pass to Brown. Rebound by the Magic. Outside Bane. Here's Black. Now here's Banchero. Defended by Brown. Bane, the pass to Black. The 3. Keita pulls it in. Pritchard against Suggs. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.